All right, so Krista just had the sweet one. I got the savory one. Hey, I'm Preston.
And I'm Krista. We're two people who love to travel, eat, and create memorable experiences.
And we're very excited to say that this video kicks off our Weekend in Seoul series.
And we're excited to share with you a select number of our favorite memorable experiences that we had during this trip.
But what is this video about, actually?
It is about us trying delicious street food, from fried donut pastries to amazing hand-cut noodles in a unique setting.
Oh, it's so crazy. But we can't talk about that first before we talk about where they're located, Namdaemun Market. So I'm standing here in the center of Namdaemun Market, which is one of Korea's largest traditional markets. And the cool thing about this place is that there's over 1,000 vendors selling tens of thousands of items. Whatever you want, most likely you can find here. And make sure that you brush up on your haggling skills because it's totally legit here.
And we just learned actually that it was opened in 1964 and is in fact the largest traditional Korean market in all of Korea.
From leather goods to fish to food to even Korean delicious snacks. The market is so massive. When you get there, it is very overwhelming. It feels like just a giant maze with all these endless alleyways. But why we're here is not to go shopping for home or for getting clothes. We're here because this apparently is one of the best places you can get some good Korean street food. So we're on the hunt for some grub. Let's go. So in terms of this kalguksu, do you remember how hard it was to find?
Oh my gosh, we were told that we had to go to gate 5, and we got to gate 5 and we couldn't find the entrance to the Kalguksu Alley, so we were super despondent. We walked back down, but we ended up stumbling across it because...
Two energetic Korean ajumas, these wonderful middle-aged women, approached us out of nowhere. Literally just vaporized in front of us, started screaming at us in Korean, even forced to grab my arm and motioned us to walk inside this very nondescript entrance with like plastic linings that covered it.
And the only way, if you are looking for this in the future, you would find Kalguksu Alley is keep a lookout for a yellow plastic signage. That's what you're looking for.
Come on in. Wow. So we went with these old women, and as soon as they pushed us inside the entrance, they immediately tried to force me and Krista in this small little corner, small little cubby of a restaurant.
Too.
Oh no, wait. No, I'm gonna walk. Out of the corner of my eye, my peripheral, I saw that this continued into a long hallway, and then the smell hits you. So you knew something delicious was just further along. Oh, look at this. It's all these vendors here. Oh my god, and they're really, really aggressive. They're like grabbing my arm. They're like, eat here, eat here. It smells incredible. Like, wow.
And if you just keep on going down the alley, you'll start to see vendors on either side with people just lined up, sitting on tiny little stools, eating away at their noodles, their bibimbaps, and we figured this is the right spot.
This is a little overwhelming. I'm being yelled at right now. Oh my goodness. Okay, we survived that. Now we need to find some place to go. We're pissing everybody off.
And it was actually really difficult to decide which vendor to choose because you'll also notice every one of them has signage that shows different Korean TV news programs have showcased them or celebrities are endorsing them. So you don't know what to do. We just ended up choosing a vendor that had empty seats. Apparently that was one of the most popular vendors and it filled up as soon as we sat down.
High five. We literally just sat down and we got a plate full of kimchi and some sort of hot soup, but this has been a very stressful experience. It's a small narrow corridor and everyone's yelling at me. I just want to eat.
For only $6, we could order a feast.
And then one of the great things about Korean food is you get panchan, the free side dishes. They just kept on flowing.
Yeah, and you'll see right in front of you when they're preparing it, they have heaps and mounds of these panchan or side dishes, from the spinach to the kimchi. It was just really great sight to see.
We ordered one order of kalguksu, which was 6,000 won, about $60. We sat down, it came out really fast, which is great. And they gave you a free thing of kimchi, free buckwheat, spicy buckwheat noodles, already seasoned with egg, which is amazing, and a free soybean soup, all for $6. So great value already. I just hope the taste is as good as the value. There's some like spicy paste here. Let's mix it all. Oh, okay. If you can see these noodles, you know they're hand pulled as they look completely different from each other. They're not symmetrical. So that's how you know these are legit handmade noodles. They got some tofu, some little fried tofu, some cucumbers. Let's try the broth. Oh yeah, so light, nice, like almost like a soy sauce based broth with umami-ness from the seaweed. And then on top, if you saw, it was a little pile of like chili paste, so it's nice and spicy too. Perfect for this cold weather. Look at that, hand-pulled noodles. Nice and spongy, holds on to the soup really, really well, and has a nice little bounce to it. Good stuff.
It was really great seeing the food being prepared right in front of you. You could really tell there was a lot of love in the food as well.
So it was fantastic food. It's such an affordable cost, and the environment, I mean, it was definitely a unique environment. So here we are just sitting, enjoying our food, and then it started getting crowded really, really quickly, and then you kind of get the sense that it became almost like you felt like you were in a fast food restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
Like
they
loved your business, but they wanted you to sit down, eat, and just get out.
They're on a roll. I'll go back to my noodles here.
Oh my gosh, it reminded me of my childhood, the kalguksu noodle.
Yeah, so whether it's cold, whether it's hot, whether you're at the Namdaemun Market and you need a break, just go in there, get some noodles, slurp it up, get out, you're refreshed and feeling great.
And then afterwards, after you had your fill with your main meal, you're probably feeling a little bit peckish for something sweet. Mm-hmm. So we also heard that in Namdaemun, you can find the best hotteok.
So the funny thing about hotteok is we've heard of hotteoks either through other YouTubers or friends and family, but I don't think I've actually ever had it before.
No.
And so we've been to Korea multiple times before that, never trying the elusive hotteok unicorn. So realizing that one of the best hotteoks were in the same market that we were feeling energized from our food and noodles, and we set off to go look for it. But the funny thing is, we got lost again. It is so hard to find anything in this market.
Typical of us, but also the market, like we said before, is a maze. So we ended up going through fish vendors and little Korean snack vendors that are selling like peanut brittles.
We wandered towards gate 2, and then
Eventually
again
gate
at
2.
this point, we almost gave up. And right before we were walking out the exit of the market, we saw a small little cart on the corner. And the whole thing was filled with oil, bubbling oil, but on top of the oil were these lovely circular little pastry looking things.
Hotteok is a Korean donut that's filled either with a sweet brown sugar filling or a vegetable glass noodle. It only costs 1,000 won for each, which is a steal. And it's super popular. There's a huge line of people waiting to get these babies. So I'm gonna dig in and fresh off the griddle. Wow! Oh my god! It's so crunchy on the exterior, but really doughy and soft in the interior. And that brown sugar filling is phenomenal. It has a little bit of cinnamon in there as well, and some sesame seeds. Wow, I can see why these are so popular. On a cold day like today, this will warm you right up.
So I got the savory hotteok, the yummy, delicious Korean donut here with veggies. Time to take a bite, still nice and warm. Here we go. Hot. Ah, so good, so flaky, so light. They put a nice little soy sauce on top, so you got that saltiness, the familiar saltiness that you love, but inside you got that glassy noodles and veggies. Even though they were soaked and cooked in oil, it doesn't feel gross at all. It's nice and light and fluffy, perfect for a cold day like this. I don't know, who's the winner? The sweet or savory? Sweet or savory, we'll see. But wow, hotteok out. So what did you think of it?
I freaking loved it. So even when we go to our local Asian supermarket and we check out the frozen food aisle, we keep a lookout for hotteok. We really want to have it again, but eventually we should make our own. And if you have any recipe, how to make hotteok, please share with those in the comments with us.
And while we also know that there's so many other things that you can do in the market, you can devote a whole entire day if you want to. We knew that we want to find these two finds, and boy, were they truly memorable.
Absolutely. And speaking of memorable, the next thing that we did, we ended up doing on the opposite end of the spectrum. We
decided to posh it up in Gangnam.
Gangnam. So if you haven't already, please make sure to subscribe to our channel, also click the notification bell so you can see what that video is all about. And if you enjoyed this video about our time in Namdaemun trying kalguksu and Hotteok, please give it a big thumbs up, hit that like button, and if you want to see and hear about other things that we should do in Korea, make sure you comment below and share with us also what some of your favorite aspects of Seoul are as well.
Thank you so much again. Appreciate it. And we'll see you on the next one.
Sayonara.
Sayonara.